So we've been coming to a point in the road. The point in the road is funny because it's Token. Is Token's name spelled T-O-K-E-N or is it spelled different? Now, we're gonna find out today because we're gonna be actually watching the new South Park Era Explained. Season 25 changes everything like Token's name. Now, when I first see this, of course it was South Park, so I was interested. But then I saw the Token's part. I'm like, okay, we need to check this out for ourselves. I need to know. Some people saying that I was right. Some people saying, Quizzy, I don't know what the hell you were trying to spell. That is not his name. So we're gonna check it out. Together! I got my son in the background. He's over here. He's eating a bit of a banana. Gotta take a banana, gotta break it apart, okay? Anyway. Y'all, man, do me a favor, hit that like button, go down below and subscribe if you're new. Let's get started.
I wanted to take the time today to look at South Park Season 25 so far, break down this new approach to the stories being told, and take note of some very interesting changes to the characters of South Park as we know them. Like Token's real name, wildest twist on the planet. Also, like and subscribe, 2 million by the end of 2022, just sounds...
And you saw when he was doing it, is T-O-K-E-N.
It's like the move.
We're gonna find out.
A reality. Don't do it for me, do it for Tally. Don't we all like Tally here? I rest my case.
We do. South Park's timeline isn't actually yours.
The best place to begin would actually be with something that was established at the end of the post-COVID, the Return of COVID special, but absolutely reinforced with these recent episodes. South Park has unceremoniously diverged from our real-world timeline, meaning regardless of what's happening in current times, South Park's world will be largely unaffected. Of course, when South Park first began, episodes managed to provide social commentary without relying solely on the world around them.
I think I like that because I think that it can give us a dynamic based on our lives, but it doesn't have to be solely based. So everything that's going on in the world, they don't have to hurry up and make something for it. It can kind of keep going. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like just what's going on like in the world right now, they can take what's going on in the world and just like add to it and get their spin off on things. But their timeline could be something totally different. And I think that that's what's going to be the makers of a great show because it allows them to be original. It's like if you copy Life, then that's cool. But that doesn't really give it an original feeling, but that will give it longevity. So that's why it's kind of like a good mixture of both is really healthy for the show.
But as the show progressed with an insane turnaround, we all know they're able to produce these joints in under a week. It was not only easy for the writers to just align the show with our reality, but almost expected. I mean, how many years have you heard,
"This is gonna make a fire South Park episode,"
during a major controversy or event? They know how to make America look like a bigger joke than it already is. It's funny. It's given us some of the most iconic episodes of the series, such as About Last Night, or the one with Randy's balls that would definitely get this video demonetized. But
man, I swear that would straight get us. That would get me and him demonetized. That's crazy.
After losing Mr. Garrison as a character for 4 years because he committed to him being a stand-in for Trump, or, you know, subjecting the show itself to being ensnared in a pandemic for as long as we're going to be, you get the feeling that having the show be a one-to-one copy of our lives may not be the best idea right now. Right. Especially if television is something you use as an escape from all of this. So after some time travel shenanigans, a THC-infused cure, and a 2-part movie later, South Park has eradicated COVID out of existence.
I like that though, bro, because they, like you were saying, they capitalize off that. I want them to make money. Don't get me, I want South Park to make money. The more money South Park makes, the more they will make. You get it? The bigger the studio will get, the better the effects will get, the more money and the more things that they will do. Like, it's just simple. I want them to make money, you know what I'm saying?
Corona's in its flop era. Oh! But now, everyone in South Park's made peace with each other, Integrity Farms is thriving, Mr. Garrison's the teacher again, and Cartman's destined to become a homeless drunk.
Oh,
perfectly balanced, as all things should be. We're clueless on who's the president of the United States. We don't know the political climate. It's just a normal time in a terrible place. That's the kind of time I miss.
Right.
This brings us into the new status quo. Although the show is once again of a more episodic nature.
Booty finger having ass, boy. Booty fingers, boy. What the hell is that?
It feels like there's a conscious effort to still change the show as we know it in each and every episode. Admittedly, the premiere of Pajama Day didn't do much to shake the foundation of the show as we know it. It started to make jokes about how people throw around the term Nazi Germany like it's nothing, and poke fun at the discourse around mask mandates. It shows Garrison's back on his bullshit, oversharing his love life and trying to make it blend in with his teaching career, to horrible results, of course. It's not a game changer, but it does establish a brand new location to the show that's already made a reappearance.
Yeah, it makes it fresh, bro. It makes the show fresh, bro.
An important role in another episode. And that is the South Park Realtor's Office. That's right, in a time where everyone's waiting with bated breath for the housing market to come tumbling down, South Park is here to egg us all on by focusing on a realtor agency. They don't allude to the real-world significance of this inclusion, at least not yet. It's treated more of a if you know vibe. Pajama Day just uses this location so the Jim Halpert type can get grilled for not wearing not wearing pajamas to show his support for the 4th graders, but it plays a bigger role in the 3rd episode of the season, City Folk. This episode sees Cartman's MILF of a mom, Liane. I said what I said.
Yeah, boy, she was sleeping with everybody in the town, bro. But look, if they're getting ready to say, I haven't seen the new episodes of South Park. You know what, bro? I swear, when I get my YouTube stuff together, like I got a lot of YouTube things together that I need to like put together, get together, and make sure that I got on track. Once I start doing that, I'm gonna start watching new episodes, man. You know, you gotta get your YouTube money together because you know your boy gotta go to work, got my son to take care of, you know what I'm saying? He right over here, he doing his thing and stuff like that. He like, if you just don't stop touching my head. Like, man, look, but I can't wait to watch these new episodes for real, for real.
Get a job to support the two of them, much to Cartman's dismay, because to him, being a mom is Liane's job. He doesn't want her to go out there and attain income to provide them with food and a roof over their heads. What is she, crazy? Eric needs his 3 p.m. snacks. Her job is none other than, you guessed it, South Park Realtor Company. But Cartman retaliates, fighting fire with fire, creating his own realtor agency to screw with his mom's head.
Why does he? We already know he's a narcissist, but dang, you even gonna screw over your mom, bro? Your mom. She's making money for the house, Cartman.
And put her out of a job. This episode provides an entertaining and long overdue commentary on gentrification with one of the most brutally honest portrayals of the average millennial that I've ever seen.
Cortado? Bottled water?
Wi-Fi? Pilates?
Ultimately, Liane surrenders to Cartman's demands and quits her job, and as a result, loses the house. The only place they can afford to live is inside an abandoned fucking hot dog. But not just any hot dog. They didn't just make up Aspen Park hot dog for the ending of this episode. Oh, no. This hot dog stand goes all the way back to the beginning, baby. Take a look at the pilot intro.
Wow.
Doesn't that seem familiar? And wouldn't...
That's dope. I like how they would do that. That's dope, bro.
You know, Cartman singing in front of it.
There is no such thing as a coincidence.
Cartman's selfish actions and massive ego hasn't just made his family dirt poor, but it's caused irreversible damage to the relationship between him and his mother. She was always getting tired of this shit throughout the series, but it reached an absolute breaking point in this episode. And by the end, she doesn't even want to look at him in the eye or acknowledge his existence. She is done. Cartman's screwed. He turned the one person who was in his corner, barely in his corner, but still in his corner, and turned her against him.
Bro, if you turn your own mom against you after she been fighting for you, bro, I'm talking about fighting for you. If you turn her against you, I just don't know what to tell you, bro. You lost the house? You lost y'all house? Y'all are living in a hot dog? Maybe y'all could turn it around. I don't know. Like, maybe y'all can turn it into a restaurant or something. But that's crazy, bro.
I am very curious on how their dynamic will look in future episodes. And with this move, Kyle is now the only one in the main group who still lives in the same home. Practically the only one who still lives in South Park. Or at least, his house is the only one who's gotten away.
The first thing you're gonna do is do a strength assessment. It gets to know how strong you are.
unscathed. Stan now lives on the Integrity Farm.
Right.
Penny's house has seen better days, and he just never appears anyway. And Cartman's living quarters are now as much of a joke as he is. It makes me pity the boys for all they have to go through. Matt and Trey gotta throw them a bone one of these days.
Man, it's just life, bro. That's life.
Ending the panini wasn't enough. City People also has something that's way more prominent in episode 2, but seems to be the broader goal of these newer episodes. And that's taking aspects of the series that haven't really aged well and recontextualizing them in a way that, quote, corrects was problematic while also taking the piss out of the situation entirely. Mr. Kim, owner of City Walk, is one of those characters who is more or less a walking stereotype, with his Chinese accent being used for humor, often pronouncing city as shitty. At least until this episode, which sees them make a clear distinction between city people and shitty people.
Shitty people want to get out of the city. If too many come here, South Park becomes shitty.
I guess he wasn't mispronouncing city all along.
Oh, wow.
Episode 2 really.
That's crazy right there. So he really meant shitty chicken. Shitty. Wow. See, that's why I like South Park right there.
Giving us what I consider to be one of the strongest episodes in years. To me, this one was an instant classic. Did you know Token's name isn't actually Token? Isn't that wild? Well, sit down for this one, cause it's a doozy. Titled The Big Fix, in part for reasons I just mentioned, the episode follows the Marsh family making a conscious effort to strengthen the relationship with Token's family after Randy learns that consumers favor businesses that aren't purely white-owned. So basically, Randy manipulates his son into using Token and his family for clout and profit. Some things never change when you don't got the pass, Randy. In the process of this scheme, Randy inadvertently uncovers the truth behind Token's name. Token isn't named Token after the Token black guy. No. His name is actually Tolkien, after J.R.R. Tolkien, author of Lord of the Rings.
I've been saying it wrong. My bad, y'all. Tolkien. This is awkward. Whoa. I'm just gonna see myself out.
Why did you name your son that? I wanted to name my son after my favorite author, but she didn't want to name our son J.R.R., so we just named him Token. Holy shit, that's what his name means. What did you think his name meant?
This had...
We knew, no. You know that everybody was gonna think his name was spelled T-O-K-N.
Yelling, crying, and punching the air. As it turns out, everyone but the Marsh family knew. Kyle knew, Cartman knew, even Butters' dumbass knew.
Did you guys know that our friend Token, who goes to school here, is named after J.R.R. Tolkien?
Yep. Why else would his name be Token if it wasn't for the guy that wrote the books?
This is a sick move, man, to rub salt in the wound. Comedy Central had the balls to rewrite every episode title and description with Token's name in it and rewrite it to Token. South Park Studios is gaslighting the world, people.
Wow.
How do I even know his name wasn't always Token? How can I prove that? Really prove that? Especially when it says Token right there. Now look, everyone knows what kind of show South Park is. And the obvious joke of naming the only black kid Token, no one gave a shit. So the fact they went out of their way to do all of this is just kind of funny.
Wow, that's crazy.
Made me laugh, made me smile. I seriously recommend checking out this episode for yourself, but it does push the status quo forward by capping things off with a rivalry between Randy and Token's father, Steve. Token's whole family moves in a farm across the street and everything, setting up shop and establishing a black-owned weed business to give Integrity Farms a run for its money. Cartman tries selling Token's old house in the next episode. It's great. They also have a great code-switching joke with Steve in which I'm pretty sure he might have changed voice actors for the bit, given that Trey Parker voiced him prior. My compliments to the chef, because this is some good fucking food. Season, I can't wait to see what other ways they reinvent the wheel by changing the foundation of South Park as we know it. I have no doubts that the realtor agency is going to have some kind of payoff, but honestly, what makes season 25 such a breath of fresh air to me is the fact that for the first time in ages, it feels like the show is making use of all its characters again. This is something that started back in the specials.
and it's good. It's refreshing for us because we don't see just the same old four guys. Not guys. You know what I mean. Just the same old four kids getting into something, overcoming it, and then learning the lesson. That was like the basics. But now it's like we've had all of these episodes in between. Now we're just seeing. It's like falling in love with South Park all over again, man. I cannot wait to check the new episodes out.
Namely the vaccination special, bringing back the large cast of characters and giving them something to do. With South Park practically being split into different eras at this point, bringing the expansive cast they've built together for different stories each and every week has been such a welcome addition to the series. The premiere wasn't really a Stan, Kyle, or Cartman episode. The kid with the most spotlight was Wendy.
Wow.
But even then, it didn't feel like a Wendy episode. It felt like a story just about the town itself, with some major key players in the mix. We got to see the mayor again, we got to see the kids get derailed in the pursuit of education, but we also got to see the adults react to the situation they were flung into.
Man, that must have been it must have taken a while in the studio to actually make that with all those different, the characters, the voices, the personalities, bro. That's dope.
Like Garrison and PC Principal, the second episode wasn't really about Stan or Randy, but the Marsh family as a whole, even if Stan and Randy kind of drove the plot forward, using all four of them to take the place of the audience as everyone's sanity is pushed to the edge for 23 minutes straight. And again, seeing Token's family was dope. The third episode was about Cartman and his mom, no doubt about that, but there was a secondary focus on adults that we haven't gotten to spend time with in quite a while. This is what I wanted from South Park, and after the last few years, no matter how you feel about it, I hope you agree when I say that this is a pretty great balance to have. There's still continuity, significant changes, and a bit of lore being thrown to the mix, but it's episodic. None of the stories overstay their welcome, and the show now feels like a celebration of everything that's come before it, instead of picking and choosing what elements to embrace. The fact Tally's back in the picture as Randy's lackey rocks.
Right.
So many shows are destined to fall off with time. It's just the fate of those who overstay their welcome. Yet it's refreshing to see South Park bounce back from what I felt was a dip in quality and dish out a string of bomb-ass specials and top-tier half-hour episodes after spending such a long time away from that format. Time that, in hindsight, probably needed to hit this stride in quality. Matt Stone and Trey Parker missed the one-off adventures just as much as the next guy.
I ain't gonna lie, I love that video. That was a really, really good video, really interesting. Y'all, do me a favor, man. Go down below, hit that like button. If you support your boy, man, let your boy know, man. You know, I'm trying to get more content out, trying to get this stuff out, dealing with camera issues and all this other stuff. Nothing you gotta worry about, but I'm just letting you know. I'm just trying to get all this content out, and that's just they be trying to hold your boy back, but you can't hold me back, man. I'm still coming through. Fuck what you talking about. All right, love y'all. Be safe. Peace.